All right. Masania, say what? I know you guys the whole week, Munonanga 2 news is devastating, but Nangoja Saturday, so we can have say what. All right, and you know what, tonight, I love the topic tonight because yani ini moto. Najua inatushika, imeshika watu wengi, maybe we experienced it before, maybe we experience sahi, na tuko na madaktari kwa nyumba. Mluya mwenzangu hapa, Selano Medclay.
Yes.
And of course, the lovely wife, Beryl.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Unanga gym?
Najaribu kidogo, but ya 3 minutes.
Gym ya 3 minutes?
Si hata gym kwa nyumba, sitting room.
Yes, gym kwa nyumba ya 3 minutes.
Stretches, YouTube.
Hey, okay, hiyo kidogo hapo kuna shida. But let me tell you something. You know, this is actually the first time because now I have your book today. This is the first time naona yani mmeandika yani who you actually are. Let me just sample kidogo too. Okay, so Medclay, babake by there, your parents nilikwambia kitambo. Medclay yani ni jina kali. and Beryl, both graduates of Egerton University, have been married for the last 15 years and share a deep passion for nurturing marriages, relationships, and families. Over the years, they've been blessed with 4 wonderful children who continue to inspire their commitment to family values. Well, there's so much up here. It's a whole notebook again. But thank you so much, guys, for coming on.
It's a pleasure.
Yeah.
Manze, tonight's topic, Beryl. Long distance.
Long distance marriage.
The reason why muliandika about long distance, is it at some point mulikuanga long distance? Na sisemi hapa Bungoma na Nairobi.
On the contrary, Beryl and I have never been separate for more than a week.
Hata a week nyinyi mnakaa ni mingi.
Yeah, I'll die.
Why will you die?
Because of we are used to each other so much that it's always very hard to separate. Yeah, so we've never been in a long distance relationship, but I grew up in a family where my father and mother in a long distance marriage.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think from that I was able to learn something from that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Long distance marriage. I remember some time back you gave us the story about your dad.
Yes.
Is that what you mean?
No,
like
now
he was not present.
He was never there. He was working. Sure, long distance. Country ingine. He used to drive these long distance lorries.
Okay.
So he would maybe come once in a year, twice in a year, and then now the time he lost his job and came home full time, that's not the marriage could not stop. Could not stand.
Kwa sababu sasa
Sasa amekuja sasa ndio umeanza kujiona true colors. Unajua kama kuna long distance relationship, we never know each other.
Yes.
We're always just trying to sugarcoat things, trying to be nice to one another. Okay, you come home, you make babies, you go back again. You don't see
you only come home to make babies.
Yes, they'll just come home when they go back. Siku anaenda, anaacha wife akiwa na ball.
Ndio wife akwe sasa.
Yes, so again he'll be there for another 1 year, 2 years, and then he'll be coming back. And now the moment, that's why you'll find that most marriages, you'll find couples divorcing at we've been married for 50 years now, that divorcing. You're like, you guys, you've been together for 50 years.
Yes.
Maybe one of them was ni Bungoma mwalimu, mwingine alikuwa Busia, alafu wakaretire hasa wanakuja nyumbani now in the old age. Now you begin learning each other. Unaona kumbe huyu jamaa anaonga na mapua kubwa hivi. This guy is always angry. So you begin discovering.
Anaangusha chakula.
Anakula you don't like that. Then by the way, there is once you've been in a long distance relationship for a very long time, you become numb, and then you begin embracing your own space, your own space. In fact, mzee kuja kutembea unaanza kufeel kama there's an intruder in your space. So you begin enjoying your life alone, sleeping alone, doing your things. Now this guy now comes in when you've been married for almost 20 years. Now you begin sharing everything. Antaka sijui niweke maji ya kuoga, sijui wapi chakula yangu, sijui nafanya wapi nguo yangu iron for me. You've never used to that. So you feel like this guy is intruding my space. I can't do this anymore. So long distance inakuanga mzuri, but at the time, with the years unaanza kuenjoy life yako peke yako, hutaki mtu mwingine.
You become independent. Not just yet you're cheating or
no. So when he comes here now, you feel hapa siwezi kaa hapa. This guy is there's no air to breathe.
Unasikia watu wamecelebrate 50 years lakini unasikia wameachana.
You are now being suffocated. Inasema hii hapana.
Beryl, let me ask you, what inspired you guys first of all? Hamjakuwa in a long distance relationship. First of all, mlitoa information wapi? Now, what inspired you guys to actually do this?
Yeah, firstly, I would say that we interact with so many couples. Yeah, through our virtual sessions, counseling sessions, we do much. Like you find yesterday, we are doing a counseling at 1 a.m. with the couples in Sweden.
Yeah.
And also sometimes we were doing with a couple in UK.
Scotland.
So over the years, we were also having people reaching out to us, but we never just got to a point to put all this information in one place. Okay. But also we began reading books, added to what he has. At least he had the blueprint of what a long distance marriage is. But also we were now, if a couple reaches to you, you would want to know, what do I tell this couple? So you would want to listen to podcasts of other people who have handled the same
research.
Yeah, research.
Yes,
and now we put everything in that book. We simplify it for a couple to read it so easily, like it's like a therapy book for a couple.
Actually, I've been going through it. You know, in kitabu unaweza soma by then in a few, like even in an hour. Ninakwambia yani fanya hivi, akifanya hivi, fanya hivi. All right, and at this point, you know, guys, I'd love to introduce our poll. Tonight, actually, we have a poll. I love that. And of course, we're asking, would you consider having a long-distance relationship? And if not, tell us why. And if yes, tell us why. And if maybe, tell us why. Of course, we have a WhatsApp number here on the screen, mahali hapa. Just interact with us. I'll be sampling some of your views and comments as we proceed with the show. All right, and you can also call in. You know, you can also just, you know, even video call to Ko hapa, as long as you stick to the topic of the day. So then let me ask you, is it actually possible to have a long-distance relationship? As human beings are, you know, they love touch. They love that attention. If you argue with somebody, imagine unangoja 8 hours ndo umwambie wewe ulinifanyia nini, unajua? But you want to like arrest issues right there and then. It's just nice to have that person to cuddle, to hold you, to like assure you, to support you. Hii kitu ndamwa ukweli kweli. Tuambiane tu kweli.
People say that long distance marriages are a scam, but such shows that
even relationships, right?
But they say wanasanga long distance marriage, yes, your marriage. But research shows that out of 100% of those get married in long distance, 58% survive actually. Meaning, 58? Yes, meaning it's workable. It's workable. So those who are in it, they have hope that it can really work. But a long distance relationship, I can say it's like a home without a fence. Unapata ile ambayo mwingine anaweza tokezea kwa mandizi, atokezea kwa jikoni. You can just see a dog walking in. You see there's a cow eating bananas. There's a goat eating vegetables. Zimetoka wapi? Because there is no protective barriers around your home. So that's how a long distance marriage is or relationship is. It's so much open to intruders. You find that it's so vulnerable. So you find that like us, when we are staying together, I can call it a traditional relationship. You find that us, we have other ways of just bonding, even if we don't talk. Just being in the house, holding each other, like you said, our skins always hunger for touch. And you'll find that the more you begin getting hungry, someone to touch you, you begin feeling lonely. And the moment I can just touch hand, maybe we just talk like this, even before talking, it has already filled a vacuum in a heart. Now, when you're in a distance relationship like this one, you now begin having issues like mistrust. You feel like, am I safe? What is he doing? And then you become vulnerable. Unapata, you may call someone and then he doesn't pick a call. You're like,
ako wapi?
Mbona hujashika simu? Ama mbona nimepiga na ikalia sana? Why didn't you just speak immediately? Were you with somebody else? Okay, let us video call. Una video call. Ebu, show me the camera. What's that behind you? Is that a trouser? Let me check. Ebu take the camera under the bed. Okay, now let's go to the bedroom. I want to know that you are there alone. So you find that there's a lot of insecurity in this relationship, such that it requires a lot of maturity. And then you'll also find that in one of our books we talked about types of conflicts. Like we have what we call historical conflicts. Unapata, you are in a relationship whereby you had this person whereby akitoka, unapata mbia anaenda kucheat na mtu mwingine. Or whenever you see me on my phone, or I'm laughing, then you come and touch that phone, I'm talking to a lady somewhere. Anytime you come and touch my phone, I'm talking to a lady. So that relationship ends. And then she comes and gets me, a new man, who I'm very innocent, I don't do those things. So whenever she sees me on her phone, she imagines that I'm talking to someone. She'll be like, unaongea nani kwa simu? Anapata, mimi sina, I'm very innocent. So she has just carried the burden from the previous relationship to this one. Trauma. So a long distance relationship doesn't need people who are like that. Watu ambao wako na trauma, wako na insecurity. It is someone who's very mature and understanding.
And stable.
Ukimwambia, we'll talk later, anasema it's okay. Lakini mbona sio saizi? Talk later kwa nini? Uko na nani hapo? How comes you are telling me to wait until later on? Just talk now. So we
maswali mingi.
Yes. So you must have very good strict rules and regulations for your communication.
Yeah.
Kama unasema now, for me, you know the nature of my work. Huwa natoka kwa nyumba 5 in the morning, maybe to 6. We can chat because I'll be now on my way to work. When I reach at work now, no phones until maybe you can maybe just send me a text once in a while at lunchtime, and then for us to have now a full-time video call from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Then we have that time and talk in length. So ukianza kuni video call saa 6 mchana saa 7, then you are breaking our rules.
Yes.
And you want me to just tell you no, just receive. Alafu also, you don't just call because you want to talk. There must be purposeful talking or communication. Like the moment you call me, uko na kitu nataka kuniambia.
Lakini hiyo ni relationship kweli, because mimi I want to call my partner. Kitu yote tu nimwambie baby, imagine nimeshikwa kwa traffic, imagine nimeshikwa na polisi, niliruka light, imagine baby boss wangu amenishautia. Like, baby, don't you think ile sasa saa 6 tutaongea juu ya watoto, saa 7 tutaongea juu ya... Do you feel like is that like a relationship really?
Unaona hiyo kusema baby, I'm so much stressed up. I've been caught up in traffic and this police here and that. That is purposeful. You are stressed, you are calling. That is purpose. But you don't just call, sasa unafanya nini? You know that one also is...
Then ukipiga na heshima.
Piga na heshima na purpose na reason
the intention clear, because now you have to maximize on the time as much as possible. It is that time that you get, you must exploit it. You must leave a certain good feeling in the other person and a good memory. So you don't just call and say, Niambie, no.
Nikwambie umenipigia. Okay, sawa. Unakula nini?
Just say, do you know our boy, or if our girl has just scored B or she's done the best butterfly, something like that.
Yes.
But at least you are engaging in a conversation that is flowing.
So tu kusumbua tu mtu ndio ujue mali yako ama anafanya.
Okay, unaweza sumbua pia. Hiyo pia ni intention, but you have to be tactical around it. So, honey, leo uko wapi? What is ask them about the day, okay? Where are you now? Are you in the club, or are you just resting in the house? Are you resting with the boys? How was your day? Would you mind us seeing where you are so that we see how the clubs over there look like?
Hey.
Yeah, you're purposeful. You're intentional.
The intentional.
Yeah, so that is where, if you are dating a person, as you said, overseas or long distance, you must be emotionally intelligent. You must be stable as a person, okay? And if you are a woman, you are stable in yourself. You are not somebody who is having insecurities, who is feeling like this person will leave me anytime, having anger issues. You are not going to carry your anger issues over the phone.
Yes.
The person will be like, no, every time I call them, they are quarreling. So let me withhold. So you want to take the most time you have. And also you bring your energy. I've always talked about feminine energy. Yes. Let this person feel peaceful. They are stressed up over there. Muindi anawasumbua, mzungu anawasumbua. Yes, labda anaitwa baboon. They call you like, honey, how is it? How are you, my love? You are so safe. You are so solid. You are somebody who is grounded.
So actually, you feel even the need to even talk to this person.
Yeah. You are somebody who has an aura. You know, feminine energy has that soft aura. You carry it. But kama uko masculine, you are always in survival, you are always tensed. Sasa unajua watoto wako hapa, wewe pia hebu ongea haraka. That person will not call again.
I will not call again. Yeah. But let me ask you, you're talking about emotional maturity, right?
Yes.
Lakini let's think about the way watu wametendekana kwa, in this life. Watu wametendwa. I think by the time tumefika hapa, hakuna mtu hajakapitia character development.
That's true.
Kwanza huku Nairobi, unajua hiyo ni kama induction. And before even you answer that question, Selano, I'd love to introduce Yvonne Mwoki. Hi, girl.
She is beautiful.
Karibu sana. Let me just...
Wow.
How are you doing?
Start with me. I'm just happy to see you.
Another from the familiar.
Oh my God.
The known to the unknown.
All right. How are you? Karibu sana. Say hi to our audience over there.
Hi, people.
Have a seat. That's Yvonne Mwoki. Like I mentioned today, our show is quite interesting. Yeah, my cow sister. Nataka kujua yani anateswa ama ako sawa ama she's happy. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing fine.
Thank you for being here, of course, on our show. I'm sure unajuana now.
Yes, I know them.
You know them.
Yes.
So, of course, Yvonne, like I mentioned, she's actually a wife to a man who is actually in Mali, is it? How many hours is it?
From here, 9 hours.
Like 9 hours difference?
No, 3 hours difference.
Or 3 hours difference.
yes.
So at least ukiamka, it's not so bad.
Kiamka, I wait.
Unamgojea. So just tell us a brief, just history about, your marriage. When did you guys, meet, get married, and how has it been generally?
Okay, we met back in I knew him since 2012, when I joined campus. Yes, but we started dating back in 2014. Yes, we've been married for 8 years now. 8 years? Yes.
Now, these 8 years amekuwa away?
Yeah. Before even you get married, there's a time we traveled to Korea for a whole year during dating time. So you can imagine a whole year. It was in overseas. So sometimes we would stay even 2 weeks with no talk.
Hey,
And
this is somebody you're intending to marry?
Yes.
And you said 2 weeks without talking?
Yes.
Kwani, why would you talk? And kuna WhatsApp, kuna email, hata kuna Facebook?
Kwa ocean, hakuna internet.
All right.
Yes, yes.
So there was no communication whatsoever?
No, whatsoever.
So how did you navigate, getting to, to know this person? Paka ukamuoa?
Communication. We used to communicate so much. When you get time, even now we can communicate so much. We talk, video calls, chats, like all the day. Yeah.
Do you feel like, do you feel lonely? Like, would you, rather he was here, like in Kenya?
Yeah, sometimes I miss him so much.
Sometimes? What do you mean sometimes?
Yeah, I wish you could be here.
Yeah.
But because of work, of course. Yeah, we need good life, You
need a good life. But when you park in, it's chapa. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. Salon, I was just asking before Yvonne joined us, like the thing about emotional maturity. Ndio you emotional mature. Like, first of all, I think a lot of people have gone through a lot of things. Yeah. So even before we get emotionally, being emotionally mature, like you already are, you feel like that thing, like how do you even get to that level after that trauma? Because not everybody who is in a long distance relationship is a clean person emotionally.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the mistake you always make is that when you are in a relationship and then you are broken, then you think that dawa ya moto ni moto. So for me to heal myself, I need another person to come in my life. So we end up getting another relationship before we heal. So I think the period of healing is very important. You go through therapy. Once you have healed now, because you see, you cannot mature before you go through that brokenness state.
Yes.
You cannot be a better businessman before you experience losses and
absolutely
ups and downs.
Yes.
So this person who has gone through character development, if he can go through or she can go through healing, she comes out as a very better person who knows how to communicate better. Because you'll say, before that, but now, at least nowadays I've learned that this is how I can approach issues, this is how I should be able to listen to my partner and also talk. So you can't just go in na kichwa yako bila ilikuwa uko nyuma. I think after character development, after healing, you become a better person.
Yes. I love that.
Yeah.
Beryl, just coming to you also, like, of course in relationships, there's so many things.
Yeah.
There's so many compartments. So of course, there's first of all, even knowing each other. People don't even have the opportunity to do that.
Yeah.
Like from your experience and what you guys have been able, the knowledge you mkonayo, like somebody who's just met somebody, aki, you feel like this is the love of my life, aki, huku Nairobi nimetafuta, lakini ule nimepata anaenda States kesho, like in a few, maybe in a month or so. Like how do you like navigate through knowing somebody and being able to let them go and still unamshikilia badala utafute tu wale wako huku nai?
Yeah, because that question is very good. I always think like in the case of my sister Yvonne here, people need to be psychologically prepared for what they are getting into. Like now she was ready, she was prepared psychologically. This is the man I want to marry. And now she has, at least she has processed that bit of that distance. But there is a person who just want the glam of having the husband abroad. Where when you are with the girls, you say, my husband is always overseas.
Right.
But now,
the loneliness was
the loneliness is not a friend to anyone. And now you need also to process this bit, okay? Now you must say, I'll be having all this I want at the expense of this.
Yes, yes.
If you are ready for that, then it is working.
Yeah.
But now there is no need of getting somebody who already began that journey of living far. They believe in long distance, and now you can't navigate. Now you begin behaving funny, getting other people into the marriage, into the relationship, traumatizing kids, always conflicting here and there. So I think those dynamics.
To add on what she's saying,
Yes, sure.
I think also it's always about what do you want?
Yes.
What are you looking for? Am I looking for a boyfriend or a husband? And then getting a boyfriend is very easy, or getting a girlfriend is very easy. But getting a husband or a wife is not easy.
Yes, yes.
And not ladies can make up husband or wives. So once you've seen this one and you think, this guy, the way I look at his vision, his dreams, he's a family-oriented man. I think he's worth waiting. Hata kama naenda majuacha aende, I can wait for him. But ukiona, nataka tu mtu wa kunipushia time. Wacha aende unatafuta hapa around. But if you know what you want, you will wait for that person.
Okay, I love that. Yvonne, let me ask you, like, when, he's abroad, don't you ever feel like, anafanya nini saa hizi? Like, and how do you overcome those things? Or even for him, I mean, you're a beautiful girl. Like, unaenda hapa, maybe you go to church or you go to the club or you go to a restaurant. Like, how do you overcome those insecurities between both of you?
I think through communication most of the time. Sometimes you feel...
Communication, yani mnapigiana simu constantly?
Yes, most of the time you communicate so much. Once he wakes up, we talk. When he's in the work, he texts me a multi-message, even if it's not a love message, just communicating. Yeah, when I feel uneasy, maybe I feel ish, I just call. Yeah, that's that way. Okay,
so it's open for you guys.
Yeah.
And how do you deal now with him being there? Like, you never have those feelings of like, oh my goodness, like hajachukua simu, ako wapi, na nani, kwa nini, and all that.
Yeah, it happens. Sometimes lazima feel hivyo. Yeah, lazima feel hivyo, but you just have to trust your man. Yeah, because
you have to trust.
Yeah, you just have to trust and just know that whatever he's doing is right. Yes.
Hey, you trust ni ngumu sana. Wazo mimi I'm talking. See, actually, mimi I've been like I'm just talking generally for a lot of people and what they've been able to go through. So how do you overcome like loneliness? In a long distance relationship. Sawa, you've seen like this woman, this man, they're worth me waiting for. How do you overcome loneliness, in times of like you just need somebody? I think Nako 8 hours away, Ako States.
Yeah, I think long distance relationship also, it comes with a lot of, you see like us, I need to trust her. But for them, it should be that -- 2, something like that. For us,
for who is ×2?
The long distance relationship now.
Yes, definitely.
For us, the organic ones or the traditional relationship, we need trust. But for them, they need trust ×2. Like me, when I'm in the house, she's not very worried about, or hata nimekwambia I'm going to town, I'm coming back. She's not very worried. But now, I'm just trying to imagine Yvonne now, you sleep in the same bed alone, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months. Mtu hajaonekana bado. But you are there. It comes with a lot of more than just trust, but even faith. Because faith is the substance of things that we don't see.
Like now, tumenda sasa kwa
things,
Biblia.
Yes. Sasa, faith is a substance of things not seen. And evidence. Yani, you are not seeing, but you just know that this person, whatever he is, is fine. He's okay. So what you can do, because now you are very lonely, you need to do things that can try to engage so that you don't attach yourself to this person so much. Utapata sometimes hauna life yako. So uko tu kwake, mbona hujashika simu? Uko wapi? Uko na nani? For you to avoid such things, try to be busy. Find a group that you can join of maybe I think she talked about, this is what talked about, they have a group of women, vitu kama chama, keep busy. You can try to do self-development. You can enroll for a course. You can try to work on yourself. Just try maybe to do journals, reading books, hobbies. Do your hobbies. These things will try at least to keep you busy and also give you a life than just depending on atapiga sangapi, nitani sangapi. You even find that siku imeenda unashanga hatujaongea. Oh, let me now ukiona kipiga usiku unasema let me now call. But if you are idle, unapata kila saa hata hajatuma message, hata ni mbona hajatuma message, then you begin resentment begins building in you, and then anger, arafa, hasira, then unaanza hasa kuwa na makasiriko. Hata mtu akupigia kwa like Sasa ndio umenipigia tangu asubuhi. Because si kwa sababu yake, but kwa sababu yako umekuwa so idle the whole day, unashanga mara hajanipigia.
So unasema jipe shughuli.
Jipe shughuli kama atapiga usiku, itakuwa an excitement call. Exactly.
Si ile ya kukora, ile ya kupiga kelele.
Yeah, maybe just to add to what he has said, also getting some things that you are interested on, like for example, hobbies. You can get something if you are so passionate about your babies and family, get involved, be absorbed with babies. If you are absorbed in things like spirituality, you can do things like meditations and such like. It helps you kill the time. Because now you
get a job.
You get a job, you get a business. Like I like she's into business and you can see she's not somebody depressed. She's somebody who has a life going on. And that is something I think people dealing with long distance have to embrace, whereby you have a life going on apart from just your spouse. And now when you meet, you have so much also to talk about. Imagine if you don't have much to talk about, you'll be talking about the news, Kasonga. That's a very annoying news.
All right, thank you so much. All right, so you know what? So we have, of course, a lot of feedback, and I appreciate everybody who's texting us tonight. Remember, you can actually participate in our poll. We're asking you, would you consider? Mimi nikiulizwa, mimi nimejaribu lakini we ilikuwa ngumu. But then I'm asking you guys to talk to us about, would you consider actually getting into a long distance relationship? And if not, tell us why. And if yes, tell us why. All right. Hello, Betty Inidagi from Nyamira. Long distance relationship, sio marriage. Madharai inaanza juu anakumiss hadi ana give up. I feel like that's such an honest message. Thanks, Dagi. Okay, hello, how are you? I'm Jeffrey. I'm also in a long-distance relationship. The lady is in Dubai while I'm in Kenya. Good for you. Okay, I'm Audrey. I would say long distance is stressful. Kwanza nasema very stressful.
Very.
Kwanza, ukidate mtu akona insecurities.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what
so
you're talking
serious.
about.
Yeah.
Okay. Peter here from Nakuru. Yes, long distance can work. I was in Qatar for 2 years. I didn't know that I could be faithful, but for 2 years there was so much trust. So it can work. Okay, good to hear that. All right. Lakini unajua sasa uko nani? Uko Saudia. Amesema ni Qatar. Qatar pia ni ngumu.
Si rahisi.
All right, good evening. I'm Kelvin Rush from Mombasa. Actually, long distance relationship only works to intelligent and mature people who know how to approach issues. All right. Ni kama mnajua hii syllabus. Ni kama audience knows this syllabus. All right. Continue texting us. I'll be glad to, of course, sample your comments. Let's take a short commercial break. We're going to be back.
Our world is changing every day, and so should we, for the better. Each week, we tackle the big why, the question that should be on everyone's mind. Why isn't this fixed yet? Deforestation, global warming, and the adverse effects of climate change. The future isn't just something that we inherit, it's something that we create.
Join us on The Green Fix as we tell the stories of those who refuse to give up. When it comes to fixing the planet, there is no time to waste. Join me, Shiksha Arora, on Thursdays at 9 p.m. on The Green Fix as we look into the big why, you and I.
For comprehensive information and education on your health, Body Garage is here.
Don't allow anyone to pluck out your good tooth as long as it is strong and stable.
Cancer doesn't start today and you get the symptoms tomorrow. By the time you pick it or the time it is manifesting in you, probably will be there about 5 to 10 years.
The eye is the window to the rest of the body.
Don't forget to stay hydrated.
And of course, you at home, do take your water.
So the ultimate test is actually you check your urine. Your urine should be clear.
Clear like the water?
Yes. Should be able to see the other side of the urine. If your urine is colored or has changed color, you cannot see the other side, then you have not taken enough water.
Don't forget regular health checkups, early detection
Mpaka
saves
umeka simu ndo
lives.
zinashikana. Yani, just look at that, guys. Uneka simu ndo zinashikana badala ya mkono. So if you are actually in a long distance relationship, this is a book that actually you can actually just take and read, and in case you're having any challenges, I'm sure you can get solutions from this one. It's just a short book, lakini itakusaidia kama
hiyo ni manual.
Ni manual sasa. All right, so Sarah, I want us to talk about conflict resolution, especially when there has been betrayal, because it is something that happens. You've been away from your person for months, wengine hata wiki hawezi kaa.
Ni ngumu.
Ni ngumu. Ni ngumu, si ndio? So how do you deal with, first of all, betrayal, cheating, and how do you even do that?
I think
unapiga simu alafu unapata kuna shadow uko nyuma
imepitia haraka.
Na mtu akai ni wewe ni mwanaume lakini mtu akai ni mwanaume. Ama anaweza kapia mwanaume just squeeze ni kubaya.
Unaambiwa ni Brayo. Ako wapi ameshaenda? Hebu nimuone, hebu muita kama ameshaenda. No.
Ama hata kama ni mjamaa unaambiwa kweli ni Brayo na wewe ni mjamaa. Sasa mnashangaa ni Brayo, hujui Brayo sio ni ule Brayo mmoja. Alafu lakini Brayo mmoja ni ule mmoja. Yeah. In this world there's so many different aspects. Like how do you deal first of all with that?
I think number one, it's not easy once you've been heartbroken, especially when you monitor kwa video. Alafu najua when you can easily sense when someone is not with you. For example, you said that we will be talking every day from 8 p.m. to maybe sun.
Yeah.
Alafu that time you should be very attentive on that phone with all your mind. So how was your day? Unamwangalia. Like utapata mimi mtu attention na iko hapo. He's like anaangalia chini kama laptop iko hapo lakini kama anachat kwa simu. Umesema?
Like they're not present.
They're not present.
Yes.
So you are like, kwani uko na nani? Niko peke yangu. Umesikia nimesema? Ulisemaje hebu rudia. You begin knowing this person is not here. He's with somebody else. Hata kama si yuko naye hapo, emotionally he's disconnected. You begin learning that. And then you see like as when you have an issue, then we have solved.
I want you to expand on that because I think it's very integral. Like that behavioral change. They used to be like so happy. Oh, hi babe, nini. I'm so excited. But all of a sudden,
mlikuwa mnaongea for 1 hour, siku hizi like 15 minutes, okay, niambie. Niko poa. Okay. So anything, kuna tuko tu. Mnapata maneno hakuna. There is nothing you want to discuss. Yet you guys could speak for hours. Paka simu masikio inauma, una change huku, unatoka, unaenda, unalala juu ya kitanda miguu hivi, maneno haishi. Hata tu kusema tu good night. Good night basi. Good night.
Okay, good night.
Good night. Kata basi. Wewe kata. No, wewe kata. No, mimi nilikata jana. Wewe kata leo. So mnaanza kukata hiyo kukata another 30 minutes just to decide who is going to kata.
Yes.
But now mnapata the moment you sense that kumeanza kuwa na hiyo disconnection, you should address it as early as possible. Just tell this person because also kuna hunga nile makasiriko mapema haraka sana mtu ashaanza kuona ni kama unamwaccuse ama unamsuspect. So it's like darling, last night when we had a video call yesterday, I noticed you are not with me. Does it mean that maybe something was disturbing you? Ni job ama nini? Ama kuna mtu anakusumbua? You can tell me, we share. Lakini ati wewe siku hizi hata kama tuko video call ukuangi hapo, umeanza kutembea na mama wengine huko, amwambia okay, mwana wa mama huko. And then it's very hard to solve such an issue because you find that for us when we have an issue and then we solve it, we finish with a hug.
Yes.
A hug will just come and solve in a cement what you have just done. But now hata mmesema okay, I'm sorry. Pole bas. I apologize. Okay, good night. It ends in suspense.
Yes.
Penyata mnaanzia inakuwa very hard. Someone has said that these two people need to be very mature, very intelligent. Because when I tell you there is no one here, just know that yes, I mean there is no one here. When I tell you when you are calling when we were talking, my mom was on my phone. I was trying to respond to her message. Just believe it was so. Or if you feel that I was not, you don't believe that, I can send you screenshots. I should be able to send you screenshots. By the I was talking mama, angalia time tulikuwa silikuwa video kilikuwa 2:30 na nilipotea kidogo around 8:30. This is the message I was sending my mom, or I was sending her.
So you have to be like completely faithful.
Completely faithful. Also sending videos, screenshots is very important. Uko wapi? Niko mall. Uko shule? Tap. Niko mall, ndio hii picha ya mall. Tuko out kidogo na mabeshte zangu.
Lakini utaishi hivyo, yani unashinda ukipiga.
Because this person, whenever they just send something small, kwanza tulisema wale ambao kuna trauma, they are suspicious, wako na insecurities. Huyu mtu even just something small. I told you, just calling for si ati hajashika, ametake long kushika. Simu imelia ikalia in the house, she'll be like, why didn't you take the moment I called? Nilikuwa kwa bafu. Uko shule ulikuwa kwa bafu. Hebu nione ulikuwa na bafu unafanya nini? Mbona uko kwa bafu na nguo? So ulikuwa na shower. So they begin asking questions that are going on to make you feel guilty. It is not easy.
Hata mkisema
trust is hard. Trust is hard, but I think there are things.
Kama uko kwa bafu lazima ujimwagilie maji.
Ukuja na kata. Mbona mwili wako inakaa dry sana? Because you don't look like you ulikuwa kwa bafu.
Maybe umetumia towel. Maybe umetumia towel so you are dry. But I think even people should learn to cultivate trust early enough in that if you say a word, let your word, if it is yes, let it be yes. So that when it reaches a point you want to earn that trust, you earn it so easily.
Yes.
If you say, I'll be coming for you at 2, be a person of their words. But if over the time you've been having inconsistencies, you make it hard for your partner even to trust you, even if they wanted to. Maybe they're just whole people, they are good people, but now you have inconsistencies, or you've created a history in the past of inconsistencies. So as he said, people need to be mature. A mature person honors their word. That is one bit. And also I think I can tell a couple, when you begin to notice that drift, you'd want to involve things like a third party. That is counseling. You can have things like counseling or somebody who sees things from a different perspective than the two of you. Because if already you are conflicting, it is hard to get to agree. Then also things like reading books, getting items on things like conflict management, communication. You have to advance your communication. Because now you are far, your communication cannot be as shallow as most of the traditional married people like us. So you have to advance that and also pray for each other.
I get that. Actually, I was coming to ask you that because you're somebody who's big on energy and everything.
Yes.
I think
I'm a spiritual person.
Exactly. Hata before, I think what I'm hearing is, hata before mwanze hii kitu na huyu mtu.
Yes.
Gauge them. Like, where are they?
Yeah, spiritually.
Yes. Are they in a serious point of, kama ni msemu mtu anataka tu, neza enda States, neza sijui enda Dubai, neza fanya hivi. But you know, I think it is a spiritual thing to know from the get-go.
Yeah, like I think I would want to talk about that just a little bit. Women are so spiritual beings. You understand the universe is a mother, Mother Nature. We connect with everything and we understand things. We understand vibrations and frequency. That is why a woman who is whole and healed, you'll bring out the best from your person because you amplify the energies. But if you are a low frequency woman, you will amplify the negativities of that person. That way you will find a home, it is so chaotic and things are not working because it starts with a woman who is a low frequency. Of course, the man must be spiritual, but also you must also be able to translate that which is in that man. So as a person, as a woman, spirituality is very, very key, not only for your husband, but for your children as well. Because there are times you need to lay hands on them when their father is away. You need to pray for their father. You need to pray also for the vision the man carries. So you don't just be pretty looking girl that is normal. We are not normal people. Yeah, there has to be something deeper within you.
Deeper within before when you embark on that relationship. Okay, I love that. Yvonne, let me just come to you. How do you, from a practical point of view, how do you handle those conflicts with your hubby? Kitu kifanyika, like, na yeye amelala, wewe ndo umeamka, kuna kitu lisemekana. Like, how do you handle conflicts and what challenges do you face in your marriage?
I think mostly, first we do pray a lot. When I'm faced with a challenge, most of the time I do pray. At least we have some understanding. We come to a certain ground of understanding. The other thing, mostly we do watch videos. We can watch their videos. We do watch other people who talk more about marriage, how to solve conflicts. So we depend so much on that. Then the other thing is just becoming a listener. We listen to what my partner is saying, what am I saying, kukaagi kidogo kidogo, unapata tu mmeelewana. Yes.
So what I'm getting from that is like being intentional about it, right?
Yes.
Right. I want you to speak on that. But before that, my message is zinaingia kibao. Okay, so I mean, hi Betty, the show is wonderful. How much is the book? All right. How much is the book?
500 only.
Just
PDF,
500.
soft copy, you can send anytime.
You can send it, okay. You know what, after, when we are winding up the show, we will give you all the details of how you can actually get this book. It's such a fast read. You unasoma tu alafu maneno ya long distance relationship inaenda nywe. Thank you so much for that. So the book is 500. I'd like to read, for me, long distance relationship can work, being honest and having faith. Yes. Okay, somebody here, hi, I have been in a long distance relationship for the last 10 years.
Wow.
Amujona moving together, but I know there are many aspects to that. Yeah. He's in Nairobi, I'm in Kapenguria. That's also long distance. Yeah. He comes after a month or two in between, no any form of communication on me, unless the kids calls, he never talks. Oy, oh God. I am thinking otherwise. Okay, we'll talk about that.
I think I should address that.
You have to address that. Let me just sample one more, two more. Evening, I'm Sargon from Eldoret. What I can say about long-distance relationship, it's boring and stressful. Okay, so let's deal with those two things. This person is saying that she, Kapenguria, Nairobi, and she's feeling like she's feeling something is not right.
You see, I always say communication is in these three forms. Number one, communication is the will that drives a relationship. For you to move from point A to point B, you need communication.
Right.
Ukiwa wanasati sisi na bali tumetoka mbali. Hiyo kutoka mbali is a movement. If there are no wheels on that lorry, ukipata lorry moja ilisema kwa njia mahali for Kangundo Road hapo for 1 month. Kama itakuwa na miguu itakuwa paga next year. That's why you'll find most relations are stagnated because there's no communication. Communication is also the heartbeat of a relationship. The moment your heartbeat stops beating, you are dead. They also consider that communication is the blood.
What do you mean the heartbeat? What is the heartbeat of a relationship? Ile ukina mtu your heartbeat paragasha.
No, I'm saying this.
Yeah.
It's the heart that gives life to us. The more your heart pumps, the more life you are.
Yeah.
The moment your heart stops pumping, you are gone.
Done.
So the moment you don't keep communicating, the relationship is dying. The heartbeat is coming to a stop. Also, communication is the breath of the relationship. You breathe it in and out. The moment you stop breathing, you die. You see, if I want us if kama nataka our relationship just to end, I don't need to abuse you, or I don't need to call you names. I just cut communication. When you send me messages, I blue tick. When you call me, I don't pick. When you look for me, I'm not found anywhere. That relationship just die a very natural death. So the moment you see a relationship, communication is being taken out, and we can go for days we don't talk. Si tuko tu sawa. Sijui mimi anaweza tuanga hapa, there's one who told me ati mzee anatoanga Kakamega, anaenda pia Lodwar, job. If he doesn't send me a message, I know alifika poa. He may even send me a message maybe after 2 months and be niaje, how is home? Ama kama kuna issue like mahindi nataka tuweke mbolea sawa, mnatuma pesa ya mbolea. Kama hizo hakuna, they are fine. That is a time bomb. It's going to explode anytime. Yeah.
And so, also, like, okay, so that means also, if you're in a long distance relationship, like you also have to be honest when either party doesn't feel it's working.
Yes, you must communicate it.
Because unaweza pata mwingine amesha move on, hata akona family, huku Kenya unamgoja.
Sio unaweza pata, we've solved so many cases of such.
Tell me about that. How not to pull somebody when you
someone says I have been in a relationship with this guy, mimi najuanga tunajenga na yeye natumanga pesa mtu kijenga, kumbe jamaa kwa watoto karibu 3 saizi na bibi mwingine since I left. I've been out for 8 years. Now I was just coming down to our house. Napata kumbe si our house, mtu alishaoa kitambo first na kwa 5 years. Meaning alioa the 3rd year nilitoka huko. So you should be there just like, hey, how are you? Nini kumbe jamaa ndaga tuko balcony mnaongea alafu mnaenda kwa nyumba na bibi yake. So you find it's very practical. Yeah, it's very practical. So to rahisi.
Yes,
exactly.
Yeah, but it's
so I think a couple should have a longer goal, a longer vision for their marriage, because there are so many distractors. And that happens even to the traditional marriages, because you're living with somebody and now they can be having other lives if you're not communicating as you say. So couple must have, what do we have? A common purpose as a couple. Yes, the first purpose is to raise children, let them see daddy and mommy together, raising them in a healthy family. So even if you are very far from your spouse, you know, you guys have that one purpose of raising a generation. It is not being selfish and saying, it is now my life, I'm now far from them, let them deal with their issues. No, you are still accountable to these people because they have entrusted their faith, they've entrusted their love, and they believe in you. Yes, so you must also reward the trust. So if you are far, you must know your spouse is trusting, they're even praying for you, and they're believing in you so much. So that is one thing that a couple must have at the back of their mind. Yes.
I like that, but that, I don't know, that message just touched me because, you know, like there's even a crying emoji there, like, you know, you can see that this lady is like really hurt. That's why I was asking about, you know, just not carrying somebody along when you know maybe you're no longer interested.
Communicate,
Tell
them I don't feel.
They will just move on.
So penye relationship inaenda, and I think where we are now, look for someone who is closer to you. Because penye niko size, than just riding someone's daughter unamwambia mimi nitakuja. Are you okay? I'm okay. I feel kuna kitu gani? Kama una kitu uniambie kitu yenyewe, because me I'm singing, I'm fine. So you begin sensing some bitterness from this person. Someone is just very rough. Any call you receive in answer to, okay, unasema? Unasemaje?
Nani hakuna mapenzi?
Hey, surely, I'm your wife, for God's sake. If I'm calling you hata kama hakuna kitu, I'm just check on you. And then also the couples can try to have intentional things that they can do together. For example, you can say, let us cover the book of John together, so that during the day, get a time and read chapter moja. When we meet at night, let us discuss what was it that interested you in that chapter, what can you learn from that, will you pray for us today? So at the end of that, mmeongea, then mnaweza kuwa na 10 minutes baadaye ya kuchambua Bible na kuomba pamoja as a couple. It's so powerful. Then leo mnaishingi tu kama tu masoja. Muko tu kesho ifike. Yeah, it's not.
Bora uhai. Yeah, I get that. All right, let me cover a few more ziko mingi. Okay, let's hello, I'm Irene from Mombasa. Long distance relationship works for those who know the meaning of relationships and understand each other. That's actually how you started the show by saying. Okay, hey Betty, I'm Vincent Mutiso. Mimi, I once went to Qatar, and since I came back, I don't feel any love from my wife anymore, and I have turned to alcohol, so kindly I need somebody to talk to. This is my number. Okay, I will not of course say the number, but I'll give you the number. Maybe you can reach out to them. And the importance, that what you were saying actually earlier, about amekuja sasa, yani you guys are living apart. Akikuja sasa, this person now comes back to maybe to Kenya. Ama you guys now join together and you live together. How do you rekindle that love? Musione like huyo anangorota sasa, kumbe anafanyanga hivi.
In such a state, never assume that you tunajua. You have to behave as if this is a new person you're being in a relationship afresh. Forget about the 10 years you've been together or the 20 years. Jua tuko na tokubwa kwa campus. Forget about that. Begin learning this person afresh. Usijifanye unamjua. Ati salama na kuanga hivyo. Anaanga alafu anakasika. No. This person you've never been with them for all your life. Hasa amekuja transfer now in Kenya, atakuwa anaamka asubuhi, akienda kirudi jioni. You have never been this guy before. Wewe unaamka asubuhi na angalia ni dress yangu na viatu zangu naenda kazi. Leo unafuata tafute viatu yako na ya mtu mwingine. Shati yako na ya nyingine. Haya unamchemshia maji, ni ulikuwa unafanyanga zako. Umezoea kupika ka ugali kako. Sasa hizo ni ugali kubwa, mkono unaanza kuwa na maso polu. So you find that now you are begin doing things that you are not used to. So you have to begin learning this person. So once you have come, I think the first thing you should do first is just try to date afresh.
To date.
Answer to date afresh. Now I've now began from zero. But tunasemanga huyu ni biangu namjua. So anything small inaanza kuirritate. Umezoea maisha yako peka. Like now Yvonne, she's used to maisha yako kwa nyumba, naamka hakuna kelele. Na kila saa sio toto gari inakuja. Nani nifungulie gate? Don't like this. So I think just begin from afresh, date this person, ndio mwanza to build your intimacy slowly by slowly, because this is a new chapter of your life. Si kama ile nilipanga na video call. Video calls zimeisha, this now face to face. Now how do I deal with the person who is face to face to me? How do I communicate with the person who is close to me face to face? How do we solve our issues face to face? Mambo zile za simu zilishia huko. Because you used to solve it through the phone, mnasema haya sawa, thank you, bye bye. Sasa hapa ni hapa, bye bye hakuna. Niko hapa nimekaa. How do we solve it? So begin learning from as if you are in a new relationship.
So start dating.
You start dating afresh.
Like even let me ask you, like, would you want him to come back? And do you think like your relationship would be maybe stronger, maybe spicier, you know, if he relocates to Kenya?
Yeah, I really miss
I'm sure
that.
the same because I'm a watch.
Sisa bwana watch. But I really wish that one day we would stay together. Yeah, it's our goal every time that even if it's after 5 years or 3 years, he would be here with us, we stay together. Yeah.
Do you have
I've never stayed with him. Yeah?
Sorry? Sorry, what did you say?
I've never stayed with him like for a long period.
What's the longest?
Yeah, I've never. The longest, I think, when I got my first baby, I think around 4 months, 4 to 6, around there.
4 to 6 months?
Yes.
And you've been married for 8 years?
For 8 years.
Sasa unajua akikuja sasa vile salon unasema mtaanza kudata fresh.
Yeah.
How does that make you feel? Like, you know, if he was ever to come back, you guys would have to like almost not until 100% start afresh, but you know, to start getting to know each other, considering you've not been staying together for a long time.
For a start, I think it would be a challenge because I'm not used to, but mtajua tu.
Bora arudi. All right. Okay, let me just take a few more. Shida tu inakuanga time. Okay, let's okay, somebody's saying yes, it can work. I have been in one for 2 years now. Technology has helped to bridge the gap through communication and planning, even online dates, such as watching a movie together.
Yes.
I love that. Okay, as we wind up, maybe you can give us ways we can spice it up. Sasa hapa mtu anakusema no. Distance relationship is not considerable. Yeah, Mr. Full stop. Good evening, Betty. I'm Mudang Juma from West Pokot. Long distance relationship is so stressful. Okay, somebody here is saying, what up, Betty? Okay, what up? And your friends. I'm Mike Serene from Dandora. And let me tell you, this thing can't work. Why? Okay, another one here. Hello, Betty. I am Arap Chemngoni from Kericho. Long distance relationship is just singleness reloaded. Not possible in this generation. Manze, the message, there are too many. But, you know, I've tried my best to see, of course, many of the comments. We have to wind up. But I just want us to, you know, give the last brief comments as we, of course, talk about the book.
Okay. Me, I'll say that long distance relationships work if both of you are intentional about what you want to do. You know the goals of this relationship and you know why you came together. Like maybe she said that now my husband is out because he wants our life to be better. He won't be there forever. You know that one day he will come. And also always protect things like now, when are we meeting? Even if it's 2 years or if it's 6 months, you always look forward to that. Unasema nitakuja, saizi tuko August, nitakuja dek. So as really will be looking forward to dek. He'll become, unaanza kuwa na kayo excitement. Wachana hizo watu niko airport. So let us have that proper way on how we can communicate. Let people know that this year, this is what's happening. I'll be home this time. And then let us just trust this person. Work on it. Hata kama kuna doubt zako, begin learning how to trust this person, being faithful. It will help you move miles.
I like that. Very real. Talking about not dragging, I want you to talk about maybe not dragging people. What are dragiano cringe?
Yeah, dragging is not good even in the traditional marriage. I think people just need to heal. People need to know there are other ways of solving things, conflicts, than just using a lot of energy. It's too much energy draining to quarrel and to fight. Sometimes things you just have to talk them out. But now talking about the long distance marriage, I think one thing they can do, they need a stronger support system. They have to build themselves so strongly. Spiritually, that is one of the one of it. Emotionally and mentally, because that is the only way they can navigate through the chaotic world that currently is fighting even the normal marriages and family setup. So they have to build themselves, they build their mental capacity through books and such like. They build their spiritual life by finding peace through the word of God, meditating. That is very important. That I have to emphasize. And also surrounding yourself with positive energy, positive friends, people who are pro-family.
Yes. Manze time, topic in camera to next week. Even for you, I just want you to, which camera? Think to this one and just tell your hubby something very briefly, because I know he's watching. This one, there you go.
Hi, love. We made it.
Amazing.
Yeah, so just know that I love you wherever you are. I'm here for you. I know you're there for me. Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Wow.
Let's do it, man. Let's do it.
Powerful.
I'm sure amefurahi.
But
All right,
Alex-
let's stand
Alex is
up.
a great
Let's stand up
guy.
as yeah.
Alex is a great guy.
Alex is a great
Ah, he's a
guy.
great
He's a
guy.
gentleman.
All right. As you can see, we have a poll. Umeenda pisa like, oh,
Ameenda kuleta
all right. So
library.
there's a poll. Of course, I'm just seeing the results of it there. Would you consider being in a long distance relationship? 70% yes. I think that's quite positive.
Possible.
Yeah.
70% yes. 25% say no. 5% maybe. I think that's a good poll.
That's a good
Yeah.
70%. Ama nyinyi hamtaki kukua na mtu hapo kwa maana anangorota nichemshie maji na waona nyinyi. But anyway, it was really nice to have you guys, of course, commenting. So I know there are many people who are asking about the book. It's called Bridging the Distance. It has been written by Metclair and Beryl, and you can get it 500 shillings only. Give the number. Ndo watumie watumie virtually.
Yes. So apart from this book called
Okay, sure.
Apart from this book called Bridging the Distance, we have another book called Conflict Management. Sasa hii kama uko na issues za kusolve issue mnakaa 1 month kama muongeleshane, this will help you. Another one here is called Healing After Infidelity. Kama ulidanganywa ama ulichitiwa kwa na character development, this will help you to heal. The last one here is called Sacred Intimacy. If your marriage is dying, umeanza kuwa boring, hamuongeleshanangi vizuri kwa ndoa, kila siku ni makasiriko, hakuna urafiki, this book will help you. All these books are only going for 500 shillings.
Each.
Are in PDF, soft copy. So just look for us on WhatsApp on 0728 794 307. 0728 794 307 or 0708 601 680. 0708 601 680.
Thank you so much. All right. Na nataka kwa mtandao, nataka picha yetu hapo kwa Instagram, alafu nitaka namba hapo in case you missed it. All right. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for watching the show. It has been such a fantastic show. Of course, Pastor Sue, we miss you. She's traveled, but I appreciate you guys from wherever you're watching us. You can get the books. I'll write the details on my Instagram in case you want.
We also offer counseling sessions for couples, virtual and physically. Same number.
Saidike. Aya, Mungu awabariki. Thank you so much for watching. Say what? Good night.
And it's possible. Kitu ni rahisi.
Kwani leo hakuna reggae?
Reggae inakam. iRevives is up next with Macy. Be sure to watch it.
At Mount Kenya University, our rise as a leading institution in higher education